Okay, kiddies, gather around. It's science time with the young globalists. Today we're going to learn why rare earths are so important. And of course, China's damn near monopoly on this stuff, since they literally export 85 to 90% of all rare earths production and supply. Literally the entire world over. China understands the strategic importance of rare earths and it establishes export quotas. The United States relies on China, the leading global supplier, for about 80% of its rare earths. But what are rare earths and what are they used for and why do they matter for all of us? Rare earths, or rare metals, are a group of 17 chemical elements with special characteristics. The materials are actually not rare despite their name, but they are difficult to find in the desirable concentrations, and they are difficult to process, as the ores often contain naturally occurring radioactive materials such as uranium and thorium. The group consists of yttrium and the 15 lanthanide elements: lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, and lutetium. Scandium is found in the rarest earth element deposits. It is also classified as a rare earth element. The elements are often referred to as rare earth oxides because many of them are typically sold as oxide compounds. Now, here's why these are so important. The metals and alloys that contain them are used in many devices that people use every day, such as computer memory, DVDs, rechargeable batteries, cell phones, catalytic converters, magnets, fluorescent lighting, and so on. Even more important, the military uses rare earth elements in night vision goggles, precision-guided weapons, communications equipment, GPS equipment, batteries, and other defense electronics. There are aerospace and defense considerations. The U.S. Department of Defense is concerned about the lack of adequate U.S. supplies of rare earths, noting it compromises weapon manufacturing capabilities. It has been explained that China could cripple global industry, especially emerging technologies, if it were to ban exports of rare earth materials. There are very few options in sourcing these essential technology metals from anywhere else. The particular analyst said, of course, China does not necessarily want to do this because it plays a long game, and it does not want the West to develop alternatives. Many rechargeable batteries are made with rare earth compounds. Demand for the battery is being driven by demand for portable electronic devices such as cell phones, readers, portable computers, and cameras. Rare earths are also used as catalysts, phosphors, and polishing compounds for air pollution control, illuminated screens on electronic devices, and much more. All of those products are expected to experience rising demand. Pollution control? Air pollution control. Interesting. I don't really believe in global warming. I think that climate change means there's another ice age coming. That's my chosen belief. But air pollution is definitely a thing. And right now, one of the worst places in the world is in China, Beijing. I mean, if you have asthma, then living in Beijing is basically a death sentence. That's how bad the air is there. Really, I think I'm hoping they make breakthroughs in air pollution control soon. Like creating a device that basically serves the same function as a fucking tree. Then you could put that somewhere in Beijing and clean up the air. I would hope. Because that's a much more immediate threat to human existence than global warming, if it is indeed what people say it is. I personally think they deny the theory that it's another ice age because that is a far more grim scenario, with a lot more people dying, and nothing we can do about it. They like a degree of control over the situation. In fact, they may end up making it worse if they're wrong. But nonetheless, you can see how powerful this makes China. What if maybe they didn't ban exports, but what if they made exports so expensive that only certain countries would be able to afford it and it would be crippling to the United States? Either way, right now, this puts China in an amazing position of an advantage. Trump should not have started this trade war with China. It was stupid. He shouldn't have done it. He should have kept his big fat mouth shut and made nice with the Chinese. If he had, we wouldn't be in this situation right now. You realize how badly they could fuck us up with this? Dude, no. Cut it out! We do not need this right now. We need this like a hole in the head. Quite frankly, as a country, the only things we should be doing is diplomacy in foreign policy, cutting the military budget, limiting illegal immigration, and getting our crumbling infrastructure back up to snuff. Not initiating stupid trade wars with China that in the end are probably going to cost us God knows how much money. This is so fucking stupid. I would think a fucking businessman would know better than to initiate something like this. Get your act together, Trump. This is insane. Anyway.